Another extraordinary chapter in this amazing career unfolds before our very eyes. At altitude, in the snow of the Giro d'Italia, Pogacar is incomparable.
The day after the rest day and terrible weather in the mountains meant the shortening of stage 16, just 118.4 kilometres in the end. After prolonged discussions at the start line in Livigno, it was decided that there was no way that they could take the race over the Umbrail Pass. As a result then, the riders, including Tadej Pogacar, got in the cars and drove all the way down to a start at Lhasa with 118.4 kilometres, predominantly downhill until the last 35 kilometres. The flag dropped and the attacks got underway. A good day for a breakaway, perhaps, a group of 6 or 7 riders. And then eventually 4 riders, Andrea Piccolo, Julian Alaphilippe, with Mirko Maestri once more and Davide Ballerini. But they were kept on a tight leash by Movistar, who continued to ride all the way to the foot of the climb. They went through the first of the bonus sprints at Bolzano altogether, and then they hit the climb. The breakaway started to crack in two, Julian Alaphilippe and Mirko Maestri dropping Davide Ballerini and Andrea Piccolo. Ballerini battling on to remain in contention. As Mirko Maestri dropped away, Ballerini went past the Italian from Polticometa, but Julian Alaphilippe was on his own on the front. Still, Movistar were riding as Julian Alaphilippe swept up the Intergiro. Behind, a group of counter-attackers got across to Mirko Maestri and to Davide Ballerini. Andrea Pietrabon and Ballerini briefly went off in pursuit of the lone attacker Julian Alaphilippe, who went through the final bonus sprint with a shrinking advantage, as Nairo Quintana tried to set things up for Aina Rubio behind. Romain Bardet succumbed to the pressure on the climb, but would battle on, as Ewan Costure and Peleo Sanchez attacked, with Christian Scaroni trying to get across. Julian Alaphilippe, bit by bit though, was being reeled in. And on the final climb of the day, Julian Alaphilippe would have a slender advantage heading to the final climb. He went over the Passo Pinei in first place, but with only 17 seconds to a group of riders behind, chasing hard, and 47 seconds to the Maglia Rosa, still being led by Movistar. Giulio Pellizzari counter-attacked with Christian Scaroni, and they got across to Julian Alaphilippe and Ewan Costure. That was the front of the race, as Bardet still battled on to limit his losses on the final Cat 2 climb of the stage. Julian Alaphilippe then trying to get this group moving together, but eventually paying for the efforts that he had put in, and he dropped away as Costure and Pellizzari went clear, and then Pellizzari attacked the Frenchman with 1.5 kilometres to go. But the attack came from behind, from Tadej Pogacar, set up by his team and benefiting from the work that Movistar had done. The Maglia Rosa went off one by one, picking off the remaining riders from the original breakaway, and with 700 agonising metres to go, he drew alongside Giulio Pellizzari, and without even a look across to the 20-year-old Italian from VF Group Bardiani, got on the front and then dropped Pellizzari.
Unless something astonishing happens, the Giro d'Italia from 2024 will have one man's name written all over it when the history books are read in the years to come. This is the Pogacar Giro d'Italia. He counts them up. He's nearly lost count. It is number 5 for Pogacar and counting.
Tadej Pogacar then congratulating the man who finished in second place, but he takes another winner's medal at this Giro d'Italia. Pellizzari, the best of the rest, Dani Martinez finishing in third place ahead of Christian Scaroni. And Martinez is the only real mover in the general classification, going above Geraint Thomas and into second place by 22 seconds. He continues, Jonathan Milan, to hold a massive lead in the Maglia Ciclamino. And Tadej Pogacar essentially put to bed any hope that anyone will wrestle this blue jersey from him in the stages that remain. The white jersey, however, is close. Antonio Tiberi put a little bit more time into his nearest rival today, Thymen Arensman. That one may go to the wire.